Alright, in this video we're going to look at how to graph a line, and there are many ways to graph a line. This video number one is going to be point plotting. So we have this equation here, y equals 1/2 times x plus 3. And we want to graph the line by plotting a few points. Now, as I mentioned just a moment ago, there are many ways to do this. This is just one way, and it's point plotting. Now, what I have here is a T chart, and in the first column we have x, and in the second column we have y. You can make up whatever number you want for x, and we want to plug it into this equation right here for x, and then we want to see what y is going to be. For example, let's plug in 0 for x. 1/2 times 0 is 0. Plus 3 gives us 3. Therefore, y is equal to 3 when x is equal to 0. Let's try another value. Now, I'm going to pick an even number here for x, such as 2. And the reason why I'm picking an even number is because we are going to take half of whatever number we're plugging into here. And it's much easier to take half of an even number than it is an odd number. So half of 2 is 1, plus 3 gives us a y value of 4. Let's get a little more adventurous and let's plug in -6. Half of -6 is -3, plus 3 gives us a y value of 0. Now, one may ask, how many points do I need? Technically, all we need is 2 points to graph a line. You got to have at least 2 points. But I'm just going to do one more value. Let's plug in 8 for x. Half of 8 is 4, plus 3 gives us a y value here of 7. Now, what we should have here when we plot these 4 points, we should have a line that goes through all of these points. But again, you have the freedom to pick whatever you want to pick for x. I chose even numbers since I was taking half of those numbers and then adding 3 to it. So let's plot our first dot, 0, 3. Now 2, 4. Next we have -6, 0. And then our last point we have 8, 7. Now, if you were to take a ruler or some type of straight edge and connect these dots, they would all lie on the same line. I'm going to add some arrowheads to the end of our line because this line does go on forever. And there is our line, y equals 1/2 x plus 3. Now, when you're first learning how to graph a line, I highly recommend using Desmos.com. It's a free online graphing calculator program, and you can type in your equation and just to check your work and see if you got it right. And what you can also do is type in those ordered pairs that we found by point plotting, and as you can see, those 4 dots that we found lie on that line, but there's plenty of other ordered pairs than just these 4. And if I zoom out, I want you to notice that line does go on forever. So really, we have an infinite number of points. We found 4 points by point plotting. Technically, all you need is 2. But to get used to doing this and realizing you have the freedom to plug in whatever value of x you want, I recommend plugging in more points just to see that those points will lie on a straight line. And there you have it, video number one way of many ways to graph a line. Here is point plotting. We will explore other options in the near future. And that's it for this video. I hope it helped.